Well, I've spoken to the sheriffs on the ground who have said they have things under control. There's no need for the National Guard. They have the manpower that they need. So this is really just an escalation of the president coming into California. We haven't asked for the help. We don't need the help. This is him escalating it, causing tensions to rise. It's only going to make things worse in a situation where people are already angry over immigration enforcement. They've seen what's happened over the course of the last several months, where you have immigration showing up to hospitals when women are delivering and giving birth and separating parents from their newborns. We're seeing ICE going to schools. And we know that there is no targeted enforcement. That is the problem. Look, nobody disagrees with targeted enforcement of violent criminals. That is not what's happening here. What happened yesterday in Paramount when this started was there was a staging location. We understand that they were going to go into the Home Depot, go after day laborers. I mean, these are people who are looking for work. These are not criminals. They're looking for work. And so protesters came out. It started peacefully. Then we had federal officers, doing the tear gas, shooting out pellets.
Federal officers, you mean ICE?
ICE, yes. And they were shooting pellets. And, people were there to protest. They're there to protest the mass deportations that are happening. And so it was peaceful. And of course, you escalate the situation. Now you're talking about bringing in the National Guard to militarize the situation. It's going to get worse. It's unnecessary again. So we've been told to get ready for 30 days of enforcement, 30 days of ICE enforcement. So 2,000 troops to be there for that enforcement. It's a concern. I mean, it's going to escalate the situation. People are going to protest because they're angry about the situation. And we have to just reiterate to people to do it peacefully, to make sure not to any violence. We absolutely condemn any violence. It's don't get violent. Those are not the people that are coming out to protest immigration. What we've seen, so let me tell you.
What are violent people doing?
Okay, so last night when I talked to the sheriff, he had told me the situation in Paramount was under control, that the people that were peacefully protest have left. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area, and this was the unruly folks, that Saturday night crowd. The people that were there to actually protest immigration were gone. We agree that if you're being violent, you should be arrested, you should be prosecuted. There is no disagreement on that. I think that's an effort that we can all say. But this is not what's happening. We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest. The president is sending the National Guard because he doesn't like the scenes. He doesn't like the scenes of people peacefully protesting. And we know that California law enforcement, local law enforcement, they're there to protect the public. They're there to protect and have public safety. And that's what they're there to do. Now, when people turn on law enforcement is when you get that response. So we want to make sure that people continue to speak up, that people show up, but that people are peaceful about the situation. And that's what we're continuing to tell people. Well, I just tell people, look, be peaceful, have your hands up. Clearly, if you are interfering, they have the ability to arrest you. But what they're doing is they're being much more aggressive than that. Just last night, we saw the video of the federal officers being aggressive with press that had press suits on, that were identifying themselves as press. There is just no regard right now, and that is the concern that we have. And we have to remember why this is happening. It's happening because of everything that's been going on for the last couple of months. And this community is saying, we don't want ICE in our community. We want you out. Now, there's a way to do this, Dana. There's a way to do targeted ICE enforcement. It's been done for a long time. And that's when you're going after criminals. And that is not what's happening. They're stopping anybody that's at a bus stop, that's going to shop. We saw that they picked up a U.S. Marshal and thought he was somebody, and they detained him. So they are picking up innocent people, they're picking up American citizens, and then they're detaining them. Now, we also know, of course, the president of a labor union was assaulted and had to go to the hospital, was hurt. Now he's being detained. It's really out of control.